Welcome to CCN TV News, your premier source for local and international news. From the streets of Kingston to the capitals of the world, we are ready to cover you stories that shape our world. Stay tuned for breaking news. What does it truly mean to give a nation its voice? For Jamaica, the answer is simple. Louise Bennett-Coverley, or as the world lovingly calls her, Miss Lou. A woman who turned simple words into poetry, who transformed everyday speech into national pride, and who gave Jamaicans permission to love the sound of their own voices. Tonight, we remember not just the legend, but the legacy of the cultural mother of Jamaica. She was born on September 7, 1919 in Kingston, Jamaica. At the time, speaking in Jamaican Patois was seen as improper, even shameful. The educated spoke the Queen's English, and to use the language of the people was to risk ridicule. But young Louise Bennett was different. She saw the beauty, the rhythm, the power in the way ordinary Jamaicans spoke. She believed Patois was not broken English, but a living, breathing language of its own. And so, from a young age, Miss Lou planted her flag on the battlefield of culture. Her weapon, poetry. Her armor, pride. Her mission, to give Jamaica its voice back. In the 1940s, Miss Lou's words began to echo beyond her community. Her early poems celebrated market women, farmers, children, and workers. She wrote about ordinary life, but in doing so, she elevated the ordinary into the extraordinary. When she performed her poetry on stage, audiences laughed, cried, and saw themselves in a new light. Suddenly, Jamaicans realized something powerful. Their stories mattered, their language mattered, their identity mattered. It was Miss Lou who gave them that realization. She was not just performing, she was teaching a people to believe in themselves. As Jamaica moved into the 1950s and 60s, Miss Lou's reach grew. She appeared on radio and later television, hosting beloved programs like Ring Ding, where children sang, danced, and performed. For many Jamaicans, especially children, Miss Lou was the first person they saw on television speaking proudly in Patois. Imagine that impact. She wasn't just entertaining. She was planting seeds of cultural confidence in the next generation. Her laugh, her smile, her unmistakable voice, they became the soundtrack of a people coming into their own identity. By the time Jamaica gained independence in 1962, Miss Lou had already laid the foundation of cultural pride. Politicians spoke in Parliament, but Miss Lou spoke in the hearts of the people. She proved to you that you didn't need to copy foreign cultures to have value. Jamaica had its own wealth, in its language, in its humor, in its folk traditions. Every poem, every performance, every laugh was a declaration of independence long before the flag was raised. Miss Lou was not just a national treasure. She became an international ambassador. From England to Canada, from the Caribbean to the wider world, she carried Jamaica in her voice. She showed audiences worldwide that this small island had a culture as vibrant as its music, as rich as its food, as powerful as its history. And in doing so, she paved the way for reggae, dancehall, and Jamaican storytelling to be embraced globally. Without Miss Lou, there might not be the same international respect for Jamaican culture that we see today. Miss Lou passed away in 2006, but her voice still lives in every corner of Jamaica, from the classroom where a teacher encourages students to speak proudly in their mother tongue, to the stage where artists continue to weave Patois into music and poetry. Miss Lou is there. Every Jamaican who speaks, sings, or writes in Patois stands on her shoulders. She taught us that our voice is enough, more than enough. It is powerful, beautiful, and worthy of the world's respect. So when we say remembering Miss Lou, we're not simply honoring the past. We are protecting the future. Because as long as Jamaica has a voice, Miss Lou will never die. Now I ask you, the viewers, what is your favorite Miss Lou poem, song, or memory? How did Miss Lou inspire you to embrace Jamaica's culture? Leave your answers in the comments, and let's keep her legacy alive. Because in the words of Miss Lou herself, power might be the Queen's English, but it is the people's English, and that makes it royal.